Greetings, and welcome. Whoa, gonna move my mic up a little bit. To a Wednesday episode of Vaygrim's Chance. This is gonna be going up late. I'm sorry, I've been a little busy. A lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. I put in an order for some new hardware. If you're curious, I ordered a new CPU, a Intel Core i7 4790K, whatever that means to most people out there. And I ordered a new SSD to go into the system. So I'll be recording. So when I do rendering, I'll have a new CPU. So I'll be going from an i7 to an i5 to an i7, 3 gigahertz to a 4 gigahertz CPU. That'll be nice. And I'm going to be rendering now from one hard SSD to another. I'm hoping I'm going to get a big boost in the back end, the rendering, the stuff you guys don't really see, but it's going to help me, which means I can more quickly put out more content, and that's the big goal here. Let's see. Oh, also taxes and other stuff. I'm still getting over my cold, but for the most part, I think I'm a lot better. I hope you're all having a great day, great Wednesday, great week so far. I am. We're having some weird things. Actually, that is the... Let me start off at the beginning. Okay, first of all, I have been using the Railcraft chunk loaders here at the base, but I've noticed some odd things. When my chunks should be loaded, I will log in and it will act as if they have been unloaded. Now, some automated tasks like the monster farm will have been running offline. But actually, let's go check that. But in the meantime, like other things will act as if they got unloaded and reloaded. Here's a good example. I'm going to go back here to this chest, and it's probably going to be completely bogged up with stuff. At least that's my expectation. If I pick this up and put it back down, that might have solved itself. I've been having a problem with this getting disconnected from that LP pipe. It looks like that has not been an issue though. Oh gosh. Okay, let me get all of this stuff. I'm starting to build up a pretty big backstock of enchanted armor that I don't need. Ooh, a chicken trophy. How did I get a chicken trophy? I must have gotten a chicken jockey. A zombie chicken jockey. Let's put those back. Put that back. No. Whoops, no. Nope. Yes. Yes. No. All this stuff. I literally just saved this where I just logged in to show you folks. I'm going to have to make, I think, a storage drawer for all of this stuff. I'm going to get that there for now. Let's go back over here. All of that should vanish. I'm going to get this and put it right there with the zombie. And, oh, I actually have a plate, iron chest plate. Wow, that's interesting. I need to make a thing that pulls from this periodically, but I need to time it where stuff is fully repaired. I'm not 100% sure I know how to do that yet, but I'm figuring it out. Pull it out from this and put it back into this system. We'll see if I can figure that out. Anyway, periodically I've been having a problem when I was using the Railcraft chunk loaders. I would log in and this pipe connection right here, this logistics pipe connection, would be disconnected from the chest. I would have to pick up the chest, put it back down, and reconnect the pipe that way. Which means the system wouldn't be putting stuff into it, which was, aggravation. Let's see, how are we doing? I have the automated creation of nutrient distillate now. We're at 4.6 million millibuckets, or 4,600 buckets. 1.1 million MB of liquid experience. Wow, 147 levels. Oof, that's a lot. That is still running too, I think. These are not on though. I'm going to turn that off and back on again. I actually just want to be running the zombies. How much? Yep, 4,300 rotten flesh. And counting. Is that going to run? Okay. But zombies. see my night vision. Turn on it on. Oh, there they are. Okay, never mind. So that's one weird thing I've noticed. Okay, that's thing number one. Thing number two that will happen quite a bit when I log in. Previously, when I was actually using the Railcraft chunk loaders, is that this over here will be backed up with cobblestone as if this wasn't chunk loaded. And these are in the same chunk. All sorts of little oddities like that. So I've changed over since we're in version 1.3.2 of the mod pack, and we had an updated version of FTB Utilities. I decided to change over to this system. These are not only claimed chunks, but these are chunk loaded chunks. Now, what I need to do is also make sure, let's see, friends. Oh, no, wait a minute. That's not it. I want to make sure that my settings, let's see. Oh, okay. That's not Friends GUI. There's a place where I can determine exactly who has what permission. FTB Utilities. I think unclaim all chunks in the overworld. Yeah, there's a way where you can actually change your settings. LM player settings. Okay, I'm going to have to talk to Latvian modder about that. This should bring up a little window. There should be a thing over here where you can change how your claimed chunks behave in relation to your friends. I think it was up there. If we go over here now, there's friends GUI, and this is how you, let's see, add as a friend. I need to get all these people added as friends just in case. This is something we haven't had to do pretty much because people haven't been worried about claiming chunks. But now we've all started to switch over. I think at least a lot of us have started to switch over to chunk loading this way. And it's becoming more, let's say, more consistent in its behavior. However, I was still getting the actual disconnect of that pipe back there. Now, another thing that I was actually getting, is anybody on the server? Whoa. Nope, nobody's on the server, just me. Another thing that I was actually getting, and I showed this actually happened on while recording. Come here. Thank you. Is these would not show. These should always be sticking outside of the actual garden tower. And once I get the other garden tower set up, you'll see the same thing over there. Now, when I'll log in, these will all be the default size. I'll show you. Go down. Instead of seeing that, I would see this when I log in. And I still do see this. As soon as I log in, I see this. And I have to come pull it out and pull it back in for every single one of these things in here. So as you can see, I mean, there's 4 harvesters in here. There's going to be another 4 in that tower. So I'm going to have 8 harvesters. That is going to turn into a hassle very quickly. I'm hoping that's just a bug with either MFR or with how the chunk loading is happening on the server. I'm going to have to figure out which end it's happening on. If it's just the FTB Utilities chunk loading, or if it happens with Railcraft chunk loading also. Basically, I have to do a lot of experimenting. But we'll see. In regards to the garden tower, yeah. We have, this is an 85% growth stage. I've got a 10-10-10 industrial hemp right here. That is actually from Immersive Engineering. I've got Shimmerleaf over here. Shimmerleaf is actually for Thaumcraft stuff. Let's see. This requires power. It's planted on a basic capacitor bank, and it requires power in order to grow. That's not the only weird thing. By the way, I can't get this up from 111. I literally cannot get them to combine into higher ratings. They won't combine at all. This is why I was in cheat mode. I had to cheat this in and put it in place because if you look at the actual seeds right here, there's capacitor seeds. Let's hit U for use. It needs to actually have a bedrock chunk below it, which I think is dumb. I think this is hard enough. The fact that you have to plant it on capacitors and surround it with dark iron bars, plus the capacitor bank actually has to be receiving power, those are bad enough. This is stupid. So I think in future updates on the pack, you're probably going to see this go away if we can remove it. But I've been getting parts from here on those now. They are growing, just not growing very fast. Down here, Let me think. Did I add anything else? Cinder pearl seeds. Yep. Let me see. I don't think. Poppy, glowstone, experience, redstone. I don't think I've added much else. Getting 10, 10, 10 industrial hemp seeds, the cinder pearl, the oh gosh, the cinder pearl and the shimmer leaf were really what I was working on. That is just a 111 shimmer leaf for now. I'll get a 10, 10, 10 or later. This is just a 222 cinder pearl. I'll get something slightly higher rating later. This has been working pretty good so far. The only problem I've been running across is that periodically I get this, where the actual, where the work cycle on the harvester just sticks and it just sits there for like 5 minutes and then it'll do a cycle several minutes in a row. It seems to be kind of buggy and inconsistent. I'm not sure why, because I haven't had this problem with older versions of MFR on the test server. So I don't know. We're going to see. Let's get all the way, back out. Come on. There we go. Those elevators do not like to work in confined spaces. We can go all the way over here. And I'm going to head over to my bed and sleep real quick. That's a basic update as to what's been going on. I am sorry that I don't have anything interesting or innovative planned for right now for this episode. Like I said, I've been behind the 8 ball on stuff like taxes and new hardware and some behind the scenes things, but I'm going to be catching up on stuff here soon. Let's see. Next episode, on Friday's episode, it is going to be the world down. No, today is the world download. So when you see, by the time you see this episode, there will be an actual world download available for you on Curse, because this is episode number 40. You'll be able to download the world, which means at the end of this episode, I'm going to walk over to my gearbox and deposit everything in there. That does mean actually all this stuff will be saved in the memory card of this. So that's fine. On Friday's episode, episode 41, I want to start working more on magic stuff. This means getting not only the tower sorted out, but the first thing I want to do is see how big of an actual blood altar I can lay out up here. I'm going to raise it up so when you're walking around on this floor, it is above you. I'm going to put some steps in the corners that go up to the raised platform it's on. I think that'll look really, really good. I'm hoping I can get a tier 4, maybe even a tier 5 in there, but we're going to have to see. Because I think I still have this one up here. Let me go look real quick. I need to actually, I still have this one, but I don't even have space for a tier 3 because this would be right here. Okay. But then I would have to replace this one. This is a tier 2. This is a tier 3. I'm sorry, tier 4. I don't have space for tier 4. So I'm pretty sure I have space for tier 4 in the actual new magic tower. I just don't know if I could do a 5 or a 6. Maybe we could do a 5. We'll see. But that's my plan for Friday's episode. That's really what's going to be happening. It's going to be where it's at. The world download is going to be getting much larger over the coming weeks and months. Right now, it's like easily 800 megs. It's not a small download, so, woof. But I could see it approaching a gig by episode 70 or 80. Easily, if people keep expanding out, if they keep exploring new dimensions, stuff like that. So that's something to think about. Also, a big change in this episode, I'm going to start including all of the other dimensions, which means people's TARDISes. Now, those people have to unlock their TARDI, so that you can actually use it as a visitor. However, in theory, because if you get my stuff, you'll get my key right here. You'll be able to go use my TARDIS, and you'll be able to go to everybody else's base and do the same thing. So that means that you could download the world. You'll be able to use their TARDIS the way they have it set up, the whole 9 yards. So I'm going to come in here. This is going to be just a 15-minute episode for today. I do apologize ahead of time, but I've got big plans, so hopefully I can make up for it with a Friday episode. I'm going to right-click this one Restore. There we go. Everything gets restored. I'm going to open this up and put this here and this here. All my stuff is now in there. You look, I am completely bare. Nothing up my sleeve whatsoever. So I can actually put that in there. Another thing that I want to start doing in next week's episodes is start exploring the possibilities of Armorer's Workshop. Maybe we'll do that on Monday's episode, but I need to get some magic work in. So probably Friday and Monday we'll be working on that. In the meantime, make sure you head over to my forums, forum.vaygrim.com. You do have to be 18 or older to sign up for an account on the forums, just FYI. But we've got a lot of stuff going on. We've got a lot of contests that are going on. There's one contest going on right now for a skin contest for Armorer's Workshop. So to see who can actually make the best Armorer's Workshop armor skin, like outfit, weapons, armor, anything. You do it, and you post it on the forums, and you could actually win a copy of Stardew Valley from the contest. There's less than a week left on that contest, so make sure you get your postings in soon, ASAP. I will talk to you folks later. Have a great week. Look for the world download. Bye-bye.